gonna learn about the three types of memory we have, means computer have, that is primary memory, secondary memory and cache memory. So let's start and learn types of computer memory. In computers, memory is the most essential component of the normal functioning of any system. The computer system categorizes the memory for different purposes and uses. In this video, we are going to discuss classification of memory in detail. Also, we will discuss type of memory, features of memory and so on. So, we will discuss type of memory, features of memory and so on. Before starting computer memory, let's clear one doubt, that is, what is the difference between memory and storage? One of the most confusing sets of terms in everyday computer usage is memory and storage. People often use one term when they mean to refer to the other thing. It can be confusing because both memory and storage are measured in the same unit, that is byte, kilobyte, megabyte and so on. This is because both memory and storage are places to hold your data, but they do very different things with it. RAM stands for Random Access Memory. The two components that memory and storage refers to are RAM and the hard drive. The memory is known as RAM. It is the part of your computer that it uses while it powered on. Your computer stores everything that it's thinking about in RAM. If you are running a program, it is in RAM. If you are looking at the web page, it is in RAM. RAM contains everything that's currently going on with your computer. And when RAM is in computer that isn't powered, the RAM is empty. It is just waiting for something to think about. The more memory your computer has, the more it's able to think about the same time. More RAM allows you to use more complex programs and more of them. Now about storage. Storage refers the long-term storage. Everything that your computer knows but isn't thinking about is in storage, written on the HDD, that is hard disk drive. This is a permanent type of storage. Hard drive can be unplugged and contain the same information as when they are plugged in or turned on. Nothing actually gets changed on the hard drive. It gets plugged off the hard drive into RAM or ROM. While it's in memory, you as the user can change it. When you save the information, it gets sent back to the hard drive storage in different version. More hard drive storage allows you to store more things on your computer. However, it's rarely affect your computer's performance. A computer with 1 gigabyte of RAM will work at the same speed whether it has 2 gigabyte of storage or 2000 gigabytes. Now, let's learn what is computer memory. Computer memory is any physical device used to store data, information, or instruction temporarily or permanently. It is the collection of storage units that store binary information in the form of bits. The memory block is split into a small number of components called cells. Each cell has a unique address to store the data in memory, ranging from 0 to memory size -1. For example, if the size of computer memory is 64K words, the memory unit have 64 into 1024, that is 65,536 locations or cell. The address of memory cell varies from 0 to 65,535. Some type of computer memory are designed to be very fast, meaning that the CPU, that is Central Processing Unit, can access data stored there very quickly. Other types are designed to be very low cost so that large amount of data can be stored there automatically. Another way the computer memory can vary is that some types are non-volatile, which mean they can store data on a long time basis even where there is no power. And some types are volatile, which are often faster but which lose all the data stored on them as soon as the power is switched off. Why do we need a computer memory? In the computer system, we need computer memory to store various types of data like text, image, video, audio, documents, etc. We can retrieve it when the data is required. For example, when we write and execute any computer program, it is initially stored in primary memory. If the processor does not need particular item for a longer time, the program or data is automatically saved into the permanent or secondary memory. Then the data is called from secondary memory to main memory and perform the execution of codes. Now let's learn some features of memory. First is location. It represents the internal or external location of the memory in a computer. The internal memory is inbuilt in computer memory. It is also known as primary memory. The example of primary memory are registers, cache, and main memory, whereas external memory is the separate storage device from the computer, such as hard disk, tape, USB, and pen drive. Next is capacity. It is the most important feature of computer memory. Storage capacity can vary in external and internal memory. External devices, storage capacity is measured in terms of byte, whereas the internal memory is measured with the bytes and words. The storage word length can be vary in bits such as 8, 16 or 32 bits. The third is access method. Computer memory can be accessed through 4 modes of memory, that is DMA, direct memory address. Second is sequentially access memory, random access method, and the fourth one is associative access method. Fourth feature of memory is unit of transfer. As the name suggests, a unit of transfer measures the transfer rate of bits that can be read or write in or out of the memory device. The transfer rate of data can be different in external and internal memory. Internal memory, the transfer rate of bits is mostly equal to the word size, and external memory, the transfer rate of bit or unit is not equal to the word length. It is always greater than a word or may be referred as a blocks. Now the fifth one is performance. The performance of memory is majorly divided into 3 parts. First is access time, second is memory cycle time, and the third is transfer rate. Sixth feature of memory, physical type. It defines the physical type of memory used in a computer, such as magnetic, semiconductor, and optical. Seventh one, organization. It defines the physical structure of the bits used in the memory. And the last feature of memory is physical characteristic. It specifies the physical behavior of the memory, like volatile or non-volatile, non-erasable memory. Volatile memory is known as RAM, which require power to retain storage information, and if any power loss has occurred, stored data will be lost. Whereas non-volatile memory is a permanent storage memory that is used to obtain any stored information even when the power is off. And non-erasable memory is a type of memory that cannot be erased after the manufactured, like ROM, because at the time of manufactured, ROM is programmed. Now next is classification of memory. Computer memory is classified into 3 types: main memory, secondary memory, and cache memory. Main memory is also known as primary memory and internal memory. Primary memory is also known as the computer system's main memory that communicates directly within the CPU. The primary memory is further divided into 2 types, RAM and ROM. RAM stands for Random Access Memory. It is one of the faster type of main memory accessed directly by the CPU. It is the hardware in the computer device to temporarily store data, program or program's result. It is used to read, write data in memory until the machine is working. It is volatile, which means if a power failure occurs or the computer is turned off, the information is stored in RAM will be lost. All data stored in computer memory can be read or accessed randomly at any time. Next type of primary memory is ROM. ROM is a memory device or storage medium that is used to store information inside the chip. It is read-only memory that can only read stored information, data or program, but we cannot write or modify anything. A ROM contains some important instruction or program data that are required to start or boot a computer. It is non-volatile memory. It means that the stored information cannot be lost even when the power is turned off or the system is shut down. Now, these are the common example of main memory: ROM, RAM, PROM, EPROM, EEPROM. Let's learn the difference between RAM and ROM. RAM, it is a random access memory, whereas ROM is a read-only memory. RAM read and write operation can be performed, whereas in ROM only read operation can be performed. In RAM, data can be lost in the volatile memory when the power supply is turned off, whereas in ROM, data cannot be lost in volatile memory. The power supply is turned off. A faster and expensive memory, whereas ROM is a slower and less expensive memory. RAM store data required to be refreshed in RAM, whereas in ROM, storage data does not need to be refreshed in ROM. The size of chip is bigger than the ROM chip to store the data. The size of chip, whereas in ROM, the size of chip is smaller than the RAM chip to store the same amount of data. Types of RAM is DRAM and SRAM, whereas the types of ROM, MROM, PROM, EPROM and EEPROM. Next is secondary memory. Secondary memory is a permanent storage space to hold a large amount of data. Secondary memory is also known as external memory, that representing the various storage media such as hard drive, USB, CD, flash drive and DVD, on which the computer data and program can be saved on a long-term basis. However, it is cheaper and slower than the main memory. Unlike primary memory, secondary memory can be accessed directly by the CPU Instead of that, secondary memory data is first loaded in RAM, that is random access memory, and then sent to the processor to read and update the data. Secondary memory device also include magnetic disk like hard disk and floppy disk, and optical disk such as CD and DVD and magnetic tapes. Examples of secondary devices are hard disk, floppy disk, CD, also known as compact disc, DVD or digital versatile disc or drive, Blu-ray disc, pen drive, etc. Now, the third type of memory we have is cache memory. It is a small sized chip based computer memory that lies between the CPU and the main memory. It is a faster, high performance and temporary memory to enhance the performance of the CPU. It stores all the data and instruction that are often used by computers' CPUs. It also reduces the excess time of data from the memory unit. Main memory. It is faster than the main memory and stores. It is also called CPU memory because it is very close to CPU chip. Next is register memory. The register memory is a temporary storage area for storing and transferring the data and the instruction to the computer. It is the smallest and fastest memory of a computer. It is a part of computer memory located in the CPU as the form of register. The register memory is 16, 32 and 64 bits in size. It temporarily stores data, instructions and addresses of the memory that is repeatedly used to provide the faster response to the CPU. Now let's learn the difference between primary memory and secondary memory. Primary memory, it is also known as temporary memory, whereas secondary memory, it is also known as permanent memory. Primary memory, data can be accessed directly by processor or CPU, whereas in secondary memory, data cannot be accessed directly by the input-output processor or CPU. Primary memory, stored data can be volatile or non-volatile memory, whereas in secondary memory, the nature of the secondary memory is always non-volatile. Primary memory, it is more costly than secondary memory, whereas secondary memory, it is less costly than primary memory. Primary memory, it is a faster memory, and secondary memory, it is a slower memory. Primary memory, it has limited storage capacity, whereas secondary memory, it has a large storage capacity. Primary memory, it required the power to retain the data in primary memory, And secondary memory, it does not require power to retain the data in secondary memory. Examples of primary memory are RAM, ROM, registers, EPROM, PROM, and cache memory. Whereas the examples of secondary memory is CD, DVD, hard disk drive, magnetic tape, flash disk, pen drive, etc.